What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 3. It is December 3rd and I'm super excited to share with you guys this no, it's not flawless, but it is my go-to full coverage makeup routine. I do get a lot of questions from family and friends on like what I do for foundation and what is my like go-to products and like my routine of things, like what do I do, my technique. And honestly, like it's a lot of trial and error stuff that I have learned, is stuff that I've watched on YouTube, so you can totally Google everything that I'm going to share with you today. I'm no makeup artist by any means, but I just wanted to share with you guys the way in which I do my foundation, especially when I'm trying to be a little more glam and a little more like full coverage. I did share with you guys, I think, an everyday makeup routine video, which I will have linked down below and also like in the cards, so you guys can watch that if you do not like typically like a full coverage, full glam look and you don't want all these steps, because I know some steps can seem overwhelming, especially if you're newer to makeup. But honestly and truly, because I'm sharing with you guys, it's taking me longer obviously, but I pretty much can breeze through all of these steps on an everyday basis if I needed to be glam every day. But this is my like typical routine, so I hope that you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned for more of my videos in Vlogmas. This is typically what I do when I first do my makeup. I literally start off with my brows, and it literally takes me a while because I'm trying to get them precise. So I like to fill them in with my Wet n Wild palette. I also use a Sonia Kashuk palette as well. Carve them out using a concealer that is definitely way brighter and lighter than my skin tone. The one I'm using is the NYX. This is the Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer, and I use it in color beige. I love it because it's super creamy, it's easy to blend, but it also gives you that, oh, I just stepped out of a brow shop and got my brows like crispy done. And in this step, I usually also tend to put on any type of like concealer or anything that I want to cover up any of my dark like scars. So I do have dark scarring from acne, previous acne that I had. I typically didn't have as much breakouts when I was in high school, but as I got in my 20s, I started to get more adult acne, and it was so frustrating. So I actually was not properly taking care of my skin. So if you have problematic like acne prone skin, then this mini like tutorial, I don't want to say it's a tutorial, it's just what works for me, may work for you. Next, I'm going to go in with my primer before I start anything else. The primer that I've been using lately is the Cover FX. This is the mattifying primer. I am oily skin prone. In the wintertime, my skin does get a little bit drier. However, if I'm not properly moisturizing, then I will get super oily. One thing, if you are an oily skinned person and you're using foundation and primers and stuff, technique I've learned from other like YouTubers is that they use a translucent powder after they put on their primer right before they put on their foundation. I'm just going to use like a fluffy brush, nothing crazy. This nice one, this is from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just going to take that powder and just basically tap it all around and kind of just work that. On top of that, I'm gonna go in with a orange corrector. Now this is what I use to really balance out any darkness, so anything that I have that I feel is going to like show through foundation. If you guys don't know, if you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely should be right here. My name is rgmode_, and I talk about all kind of stuff on my Insta stories. So I did do a little like discussion about I was breaking out real bad like around my mouth area, and I just did not understand. Like it was just like my chin, it was like bumps all around here. I was so irritated like what was going on. I did not know, because I was like cleaning my makeup brushes, making sure that I changed like all of my bedding and stuff, because that's really important, because obviously your skin, the oils and your skin sheds, and like it's just nasty. Your hair, if you don't typically tie your hair down at night, all of that stuff gets into your pillowcases and stuff. So I was trying to make sure I change those out regularly and make sure I clean my makeup brushes and just clean my face really good. I started double cleansing. So I was just doing a lot of things to help prevent any extra like breakouts. And I came to the conclusion that it was a couple of products that I was using, and my skin, my face was like, no girl. Foundations that I've been using is this Revlon one. This is the full coverage one I was just talking about. It is a matte foundation. I'm using it in color 420. This is darker than my normal skin tone. However, I do like to be as chocolate as possible without it looking crazy and not blending well. So I typically blend it with this Clinique foundation. This is their Beyond Perfecting. This is the foundation and a concealer put together. Sometimes I typically like to use it as a concealer as well underneath my eyes. I love the doe foot applicator as well. It's just really nice and easy to work with. So I put this color, which is in 24 golden, I believe, or yeah, 24 golden, and I typically put this in the center parts of my face, and then I will go ahead with the darker color from Revlon, the 240, and put that on the outer exterior parts of my face. I'm gonna also put my hair up. I did get these spring twists. These are about a month old now, and I love them. I feel like they're super lightweight. It's just fun. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender. It's what I've been using. It's what I use to like blend out that orange corrector as well, and I'm going to use the same butt-in, and it's already moistened and everything, and I'm just going to blend this out. I'm now going to go in with my under eye like corrector slash concealer. The one I've been using is the Maybelline Stay, what is it? Super Stay Better Skin. I'm using this in color Deep 60, and I've been using this Revlon one, which is a Youth FX Feel and Blur concealer. So I like to typically blend both of these together, and I go in first with the Revlon one. And what color am I using? This is in color Deep 6. And you kind of just click it a little bit and it'll give you some product. So I go under my under eye, and I love this applicator as well. It's really nice and soft. Okay, so that's basically blended out. And now I go in and I set this with a setting powder. I typically like to use this one because it's very nice for brown skin tone. So if you are a brown skin girl and you don't want that like white cast from your like normal translucent powder, like this one is really great. It sets everything. It's really finely milled and everything, but it does give me like this casket ready, like super ashy kind of look, and I don't want that. So I went out and got this one from Revolution, a luxury baking powder, and it's in terracotta color. So this like orange color really helps to just make my face not look so like powdery. Okay, so usually if I was to do the translucent powder, I would go ahead and bake and everything, but this color, I feel like you have to like blend it in and dust it in immediately. So I am not going to let it sit on my face for a long period of time. I'm going to start dusting it in. I'm just using a larger fluffy brush. So then to set the rest of my face with like where my foundations are and stuff like that, I go in with the Laura Mercier powder, and of course they have a regular translucent powder, but this one is their medium deep translucent powder, so it's definitely in this nice brown shade, which is great. So now I'm going to go in and make my face have a little more definition. I do tend to have typically a more chiseled face when I have lost weight. Like I have a pretty structured jawline. However, because I, am on this journey of losing weight, my face is a little bit more rounded than I'd like for it to be. So I'm gonna go in with this Bobbi Brown foundation. This is in color Espresso. It is the Skin Moisture Compact Foundation. I got this from Nordstrom Rack the other day, and it was on sale, like a crazy sale. Then I'm going to use this like really dense, flat kind of like rectangular brush. This is definitely for like contouring, and I'm going to blend that out. And because it is a little bit darker than I'd like, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just tap that in definitely blend it a little bit more. And then typically I go on top of that with a powder to set it. I am using this palette from BH Cosmetics. I got this palette from Urban Outfitters, I believe, but they do have like a little online situation. And I'm going in with this really large fluffy brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. I use this for my contour every time. Obviously it's dirty, but I'm just going in with this really dark brown color, and I just use this to like really warm up my face. I just lightly dust it around my eyes and my nose just to kind of give my face a little more definition, but I don't like give it any for real structure of a contour on my nose, because why? But why? So this is looking a little bit harsh, right? So we're going to take that same fluffy brush that we used earlier, and I'm just going to blend that in. So next I go in with my blush. Is this Wet n Wild one. It is their Mega Glow Illuminating Powder, but it also is like really nice reds and rosy mauve type colors. I love this one because it does give you, like, if you're going for like a more glam look, it does give you like a glam look instead of it being like just basic. All right, so with that, I also go in with my bronzer slash highlighter, whatever you want to use in this point, and I'm using this one from Milani. This has been my go-to. This is like a favorite since like the summer, basically. I love this color. So I go in with a fan brush. This one is from Target. Pop that highlight kind of like in a C or like parenthesis type of shape. On the chin, not a lot. Then of course I'm like looking crazy, so I go back in with this fluffy brush and I tap on top of it to blend. I don't swipe away, I just basically tap, and a lot of the powders that are still on this brush mix in well, and it just basically makes it look a little more effortless versus like harsh and crazy effortless, like more blended, I guess. So now it looks a little more blended, but it's still, I still have that glow going. So I'm gonna just kind of like not let this disappear. And now after I've done all this, like my face is basically done. This is like the face. I go in with my eyes. I typically do like an eyeliner. If I'm gonna do an eyeliner, I typically do this one from Wet n Wild. It is their Color Icon like kohl liner, so it's a really creamy liner. And for mascaras, like usually if I'm going like glam, then I would use my Marc Jacobs. This is the Velvet Noir mascara. This Essence one, this is the Get Big Lashes Triple Black Mascara. Love this. This one is like dried out, but this is my new one. Get this from Ulta. I believe they also sell Essence at Forever 21. I just saw, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So it takes me typically a long time because I apply a lot of mascara, so I'll BRB and let you guys see what I look like once I have like mascara on, because I look like a naked mole rat right now. All right guys, so this is the final look. I put on this really beautiful velvet like mock neck, kind of like, it's a turtleneck. I would say it's a turtleneck. I love it. Then I have on my go-to red lip, which I just showed you guys. It is the NYX Liquid Suede and Kitten Heels, and then the Milani matte lipstick and matte Confident. I use both of these. I put this one on first, then this one, obviously. I put on these really beautiful earrings that I think I hauled 2 fashion hauls ago, so I will link them down below. These are from Forever 21. Love these earrings. But yeah, so This is my true full glam look. But this is it. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope that you are liking this vlog series. This is my go-to look, and stay tuned for more videos this month. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And see you guys.